After a hard-fought primary, Democrats came together this week to show united front and share their message to Floridians. At this event, two state senators fresh off their primary win and facing no challengers in the general elections. State Senators Shevrin Jones and Lauren Book. Here's what they told me. Leader Lauren Book, thank you so much for joining us here on NBC6 Impact. It was a hard-fought battle, but you came out the victor. So what is now the strategy from now to November? And it must feel good that once again you have the confidence of your new district for you to go back to Tallahassee.
It's been the honor of a lifetime to serve as the state senator representing Senate District 32, and I am so honored to have earned the trust and the respect of the voters of Senate District 35, and I look very much forward to representing them in the Florida Senate.
Of course, we now know who is going to be the official opponent to Governor Ron DeSantis, and of course that's Congressman Charlie Crist. What are your thoughts from here to November?
Look, we are all here to get behind Charlie, Val, and all of our candidates because failure is not an option. We have to get behind those who are going to take us to victory in November, row the boat together, do the work, knock on the doors, make the phone calls, because there's too much to lose. We oftentimes talk about this is the most important election of a lifetime, but we all know that it is. Roe is on the line. We have a 15-week abortion ban in our state without an exemption. They're banning books in our schools. We have a responsibility to do everything that we can to get behind the nominees to help them win the day come November.
So from here to November, what will be the main message Democrats will have for Floridians?
The most important thing that you can do is use your voice and your vote to bring people to Tallahassee and lead our state on the right side of good, to make sure that we have a governor, members of the cabinet, higher office, the Senate, the House, that make sure that we're fighting for your interests. Again, there's extremism out there. We need to fight for each and every one of you to make sure that affordability is top of the list, not culture wars. We have to do all that we can. It's time to get to the streets, get on the phones, get people excited about voting, register, have a plan, go out and vote, whether it's come November voting by mail, early voting, or on the day of. We've got to make a plan and we've got to get people excited.
State Senator Lauren Book and Minority Leader, once again, congratulations and thanks for joining us. State Senator Shevrin Jones, thank you so much for joining us. So the primary is over and you sailed your way through, which means you will return to Tallahassee since you do not have an opponent in the general election. This is a newly drawn district, so it must give you great confidence that people have trusted you once again.
Yeah, well, I'm happy and I'm grateful that the people of District 34 has entrusted me to go back to Tallahassee to fight on their behalf. 37,000 people make it clear what they want and who they want to represent them. I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to traveling the state to help other Senate Democrats get elected so we can push back on the bigotry that we've seen in the last year in Tallahassee.
Well, the battle in the state Democratic Party shifts now to November. We now know who will be running against Governor DeSantis, and that, of course, is Charlie Crist, who defeated Ag Commissioner Nikki Fried. What are your thoughts on that?
Charlie Crist has the message. He has the momentum, and this is his moment. This is the moment for Florida. This is the moment for the people in Florida. And I think that right now, Ron DeSantis, he should be very concerned because from what we heard, from what people are saying at the doors, they do want something different. They are sick of the culture wars. They are sick of the rent crisis. They are sick of the insurance crisis that we're dealing with right now. That the Republicans have gone totally rogue in dealing with other things, making non-issues issues that does not fit the pocketbooks of people. I'm excited because Charlie Crist, he has what it takes to get Florida back on track.
The incumbent governor will be a tough fight for the Democrats to take over. What is the strategy at this point?
The strategy for Democrats is bringing the message back home, bringing the message back to people's pocketbooks. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to live a free, fair life. And what we must do is understand what Ron DeSantis is, who he is, what he has done. But what we cannot neglect is the fact that people want to live comfortable lives. How do we do that? We speak to the kitchen table issues. And I believe that's what we're going to do in November and leading into November.
Senator Marco Rubio also has his official opponent now after the primary, and that is, of course, Val Demings from Orlando. How important is this race, and what do you think Democrats need to do to get a Democrat in the U.S. Senate?
One, I think you should go back to Fox News and take a listen and a look at what Senator Rubio made it clear to his supporters. He said that, you know what, there's a lot of small dollar donations that are coming in for Val Demings. And he's right, there is. There is a momentum that Congresswoman Demings is bringing on board and moving along with her in this moment. Again, this is a moment that we can and we will not miss. And I think Val Demings, she brings what it takes to beat Marco Rubio.
The Republicans had their unity party in Hialeah this week, and now you are at the unity kickoff event in Tamarack, where all the leaders of the state Democratic Party are at. What is the big takeaway from the event, and what is the main message that Democrats are offering Floridians?
The message that Democrats are offering to Floridians is, in this big tent party that we call ourselves, we welcome all of you. We want you to come. We want to make sure that you understand that your children deserve to grow in communities where they don't have to figure out what their history is. We want to make sure that we're inviting people into this big tent party that gives women the right to choose. We want to make sure that we're inviting people into this big tent party that shows that we are welcoming to the LGBTQ community, to African Americans, to our indigenous community. We are the party that represents everybody.